What's up, guys? This is Nidragon669. Here's my review. This review is for RWBY, as in RWBY. It's an animated series produced by Rosterteeth, who's animated designer Monty. Trailers came out last year with, I think, like a trailer each month or every other month, starting with red, also known as Ruby Rose, white, black, and yellow. I would say their name, but I'm having a memory blank right now for their names. But highly recommend go watching the trailers before you watch anything else. I have purchased the theme song for the show. It's a great theme song. I listen to it on repeat, and I just can't stop listening to it, because every time I hear it, I see the fight scenes in my head. It's a really done song. And now, onto the show. The show is done in, I want to say, 3D, 2D animation style mix. There's some parts of it look 2D, most of it's done mostly in 3D animation. It's really well good, for I don't want to offend Rosterteeth guys over there, but for a small time animation studio who's only, I don't want to offend, see, that's the thing. They're doing almost high-end quality work with low-end stuff. They're pushing everything they have to their max, and it's turning out great. I highly recommend watching it. Now I'm gonna do this is my review of the first 2 episodes, technically 3, because I look at each episode, if you count the first, because the first was a 12-minute episode, the last 2 were about 7 minutes each. So I roughly base on each episode roughly being put 2 together, every 2 together minus the first. Roughly 12, anywhere from 12 to 13, 14 minute long episodes, or each episode. The trailers kind of give you an insight of the characters' fighting style, but not their personalities. Except for yellow and black, they have the more spoken character interaction. Red, you see her in the middle of a field, ice field, battling wolves, kind of like Red Riding Hood, except for this Red Riding Hood carries a scythe that turns into a rifle and is badass. White gives you a sense of kind of royalty, high class, raising, mixed. See how that's. For all those players who played Final Fantasy 13-2, remember how Yuna was a singer who became from a priestess to a singer? I'll take that singer and give her more of a kind of sheltered style life where everything is given to her almost, it seems like. That's how I would describe White's feeling in the trailer. One moment, guys. Give me 1 second here, guys. Sorry about that being summoned away. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Yeah, wait, high class kind of personality. Moving down the list, we got Black, kind of street raised. You know, you got that rough, streetwise, silent type person. Going back to Red, not so much, how do I say it? Red and Yellow kind of go together, because as you learn in Yellow's trailer, Red is actually Yellow's sister. Back to again. White weapon is I want to say more of a saber / revolver type weapon. If you guys are familiar with, no, that is I was gonna say Final Fantasy Unlimited anime series where the guy used the Magon and he'd mix certain things together to summon. Well, it's not kind of like that, except for the handle of the weapon. White's weapon is kind of revolver style, where it's got elements in there, otherwise known as dust, as you later learn in the show, in episode 1. Can have stuff like that into the blade, and she uses it as channeling it. Now on to Black. Oh god. I think Black, I'm trying to remember Black's weapon. Black, I think, used a mix of a blade and a standard pistol combination. Not much there. I have to rewatch Black's trailer. I watched Red and White's trailer twice. Same for Yellow. Black, I have yet to watch twice, so I'll probably go back and watch that again. But moving on to Yellow. Yellow, we actually hear some character voicing in this episode. Same with Black, we hear voice characters. Sorry. I'm going as I remember things, and anyway. Now, Yellow, we see her in a bar. She's kind of got that dominating personality that she gives off in this trailer. Weapon of choice, I wouldn't say knuckle shotguns, because like literally she punches things and then fires off a round, and it's pretty cool. Also during the trailer you see her hair and like flames and stuff. It's badass. Also at the end there you see the interaction between Red and Yellow where she says, "Hey baby sister." Really good introduction there, but yeah, so moving on to episode 1. Episode 1 starts out in the streets with a gang. I can't remember his name now, but so yeah, he comes on. I'm stuck at reviews, I'm sorry. But there's a bad guy in a white suit who looks pretty badass, who wields a cane gun, robbing a store that has Red inside, a Ruby inside it. And Ruby's there setting the music, which is actually the theme song, which is still badass. But as it moves along there, and the fight scene breaks out, which is pretty cool. Character introduction, new character introduction we're introduced in this episode is Linda, Good Witch. Yes, Good Witch, Linda. Can't see the play on words there, but if you do, whatever. Anyway, no, I look fat in this review. I'm sorry, my neck. No, but yeah, you're introduced to her, and another person. We learn more of Ruby's history, how she was taught to wield the weapon, scythe gun. Apparently her Uncle Crow taught her, who's been nicknamed a Dusty Crow. Nicknamed an old Dusty Crow is what some character calls him. And it's apparently her Uncle Crow. So, you know, you got that going for them there. Episode 2, Part 1. You're reintroduced into Yellow, who's got Yellow's personality in that episode is popular, spunky, high energetic character, whereas Ruby is the shy background, stands over there and shyly tries to make friends type personality. Moving on, you are reintroduced into White, as I stated before, high-end, sophisticated, raising everything hand to her on a plate type character, thinks better of everyone else. you're also introduced to the first, I want to say, first lead male character. Let's go with that. Lead male character 1. Probably going to be the only male character from what I've seen to be probably reoccurring. His personality is that of a nerd, outcast, shy, pacifist. I would say not pacifist, more like the whiny kind. And he's first introduced him. He's on the plane flying to the school they're all going to, which I forgot to mention. Just realized that. And he throws up. Yeah. But later on, he find out he wields the sword and shield combo. Kind of a knight style with collapsible shield that weighs the same as it does on collapse, but hey, takes up less space, so we got that. I just did it now moving into episode 2, part 2, where you're introduced to Black. Yellow and Ruby are talking about their first day in the dorm. They're talking about how they made no friends, how Yellow just kind of left Ruby there. You're reintroduced to Black, who's sitting in the corner reading by candlelight a book. We also find she's kind of got the not so much shy personality as a personality that doesn't care what others think. Just goes on going on. I sat there reading the book. Yellow and Ruby get in a fight. It's a fight scene. It's pretty funny. Got the animated style Dust Cloud fight scene in the background right there. There's also another scene where they're talking about how the guys are doing, and it shows all the other guys being like, jock, flexing, ripped shirt, all that stuff. But we see the guy we were first introduced to, the nerd vomit guy, walking around in a onesie, footy pajama type thing. I just want to say this. I hope he's voiced by Gavin, which I highly doubt it. But just seeing that, I thought Gavin. I don't know why I thought Gavin at that point. It just seemed like something Gavin would do. But